Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, February 28, 2018. Once again, the market went up this morning at first, and after that, everything came back. We'll see that here. So yesterday, the same thing happened. The market rose at the opening, and after that, it went down. So today, it rose at the opening, and after that, it went down too. But we have an important support here on NASDAQ right now. On the Dow Jones, it's still continuing down, and right now it is accelerating on both too. So and the TSX is now negative too. So I mean, it's becoming very risky to buy in on every jump of the market right now. And you can see on the TSX. First, it went up on most of the sector also this morning, almost every one of them. And after that, every single sector went down to become all negative right now. And the gold took off at the same time, but is now it's jammed at the resistance there. And look, it looks like the energy sector is breaking down once more. For today, so the situation is negative there. So the bullish cycle has been reversed on the energy sector. So you see, it's not the U.S. dollar. It's going up a little bit. What is most important right now is that. First, NASDAQ is at the top. We had the correction yesterday. It started on the upside today, and it may be negative in a few minutes from now. And on the Dow and the SPY, for me, I'm starting to question myself about, is that now the peak? Is that the end of that pullback we had after the big correction? And on the TSX, it looks more and more like that right now. So I think we have to be very, very prudent in buying new positions right now, because it is quite hard to find a sector that is positive. So you see, the energy sector yesterday, we were saying that it was the end of the bullish cycle, and because the cycle has been reversed, and this morning it started up, but finally came right back. And right now the situation is accelerating on the downside. So the gas don't do nothing, and but the stock now has reversed the cycle totally since this morning, and it seems like it's going to go down, could even reach the February 22nd support. So it's not very positive. On the gold is not doing anything. The gold stock pushed up a little bit a few minutes ago, but that's all what we got. So it's still a downtrend, and a intraday wise, and also on its daily chart. So it could be a good support. Sooner or later we may have a better rebound than that, but not for the moment. And it's a bit critical, because if the sector would break here, it's gonna enter into a new zone totally, because there's a hell of a support here for all the year. So we have to be very cautious before buying in the gold sector. In the mining sector, this could be the new peak too, and this could become negative that way. So because the mining are heading down right now, we have a breakdown on Hudbay and many other stocks. First Quantum is still okay, though. Under the sell signal is just under $20, and tech is the same. So they keep the sector up, but it's not the situation of all of the stock, So anyway, there are no buy signal on the sector. Consumer discretionary is also returning down at a triple resistance. We'll be back in a second. Telecom seems to be the bullish cycle of the telecom seems to be over. The financial too, it started a small correction, but when you look at each of the sector, they look like the market itself. So so we have to ask ourselves the question, is that the new top from this one? Because if it ever comes back here, then it's going to become very negative there, and the chance to go back at the bottom will be very there. And I think it's the end of the cycle also for industrials. And real estate are putting pressure on the support. The utilities are going nowhere, and if they're talking a little bit more about increasing the rates, then we have a chance to see the utility sector going down again. And the healthcare sector is bearish because of a Valent this morning that went down, and there is no rebound on it, so no one is interested to buy in. So it's possible that we see the stock breaking down once more there, and the staples had turned towards the support direction at the double resistance too. And the only sector that still stays way up there is the technology sector. And but right now, there's no indication of nice buy signal anywhere. So we'll open you the question bar right now. If you have any questions, I'm gonna get rid of those here, and that's it. There we go. So feel free to send me your questions. And let's see the market again. So we have a little bounce back right now, so it's not going to break down in the next few minutes. And Let's see the cannabis thing. That's another thing. It was still going down at the opening this morning. Look, so that was an intraday downtrend. So this morning, weed went down until it came back up. So that's probably just trading activities that brought the stock back here, and most of them has done the same thing. So we may consider this as the new support, because five stock did not suffer from any correction in the last few days, but all of the others did, because they had the support to reach. So when you see CMED is bouncing back without having broken its support, and ICC, International Cannabis either, and Canopy Growth also is bouncing back without having broken its support, and Chronos also, but for most of the others, they had 2 and 3 days of correction before this pullback, and now this pullback happened because they have reached at their turn their support. So in most cases now, I think we could consider this morning and yesterday's bottom as the new support, and it's pretty well like that for most of the stock except Delta 9 that went a little bit further. And but you can see that all of those has seen some bearish cycle over the last few days, but now we are at an important support, and it could be the base to see a new bullish cycle coming in. But until then, we better make sure it's look at it like this one here. Past 525, the last cycle would be things of the past, and we will experience a new bullish cycle. But we have to wait until we see that, because it's on the edge right now, but it's still not there. As any stock that you're looking at are looking about the same way. So if it comes back down during the afternoon, there won't be any signal. But if it pushes up a bit more, so we may see a new bullish cycle within the last sideways movement. So you have until then it could conduct the stock up to the previous resistance.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients, and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The question here, is it time to buy ACB, EMH, and THCX? That's the 3 stock almost in the same condition. The answer is no, because buying here would have been like buying here or buying here. And all of them were just rebound within bearish within a downtrend. So You have the same on the THCX there. Yes, we have reached a support, so it's not really a signal. It's just we are oversold right now in those three cases. So buying on the support is not buying out a signal. You know, a support is not a signal. A support is a place where there is no more sellers, and because the people stopped selling at the same place a few times, so we expect then at that moment to see the trader pushing the stock up. So what you do is when you buy on a support like that, the risk you are taking is that if you, let me show you that on the intraday chart is going to be better. So if you buy in here, you would have to sell there. So if you want to buy when the bearish cycle is over, so then you have to wait until we make a new peak. And now that's not happening so far. So when you look at Aurora there, you trace the trend on a 15-minute chart and the summit. So you see it's going to be 1065 on ECB. THCX would be 368 or 70, and ACB would be 1060. So did the same thing? Yeah, ACBT and EMH. Yeah, so they're all looking exactly the same right now. As it's coming down, maybe it won't pass, and if as long as it stays on the downside, avoid it. It may be later, but you know we may see a couple of days of sideways movement there. You know, so wait until this downtrend on the 15-minute chart has been reversed, and that's my best advice. In the meantime, we're talking about swing trading here and not day trading. Okay, in this answer. So I don't have any more question. You have 2 minutes to send me question if you want it to be answered. So far, the market is bouncing back a bit on the U.S. market, but it's not very strong. So I'm not sure if we cannot have more correction today. So one thing is quite certain is that the market has lost its momentum. It's clear because we have a correction in the energy sector. We have a stabilization on the gold. The mining are in a correction. And so no one, the whole market is becoming sideways right now. So until we break the actual resistance or support, so we have no direction on the market, and it makes it much harder to take good decision. So it's nice when the market is beginning a bullish movement, and the sector is doing, and a few stocks are breaking out at the same time. Then we have every conditions for favorable. But in the meantime, we got to be wary a little bit. So and look at the SPY seems to be pushing up a little bit, but it has to be clearer than that, because look, we still have a downtrend. So on a 1 minute chart, you may see a breakout happening here, but if you have a longer chart, you'll see that it's still just a pullback. So don't be careful not to get caught in false signal, because we had so many false signal recently. So remember, we are within a market that is now losing its momentum. See you later.